Hey guys, James again, and we're back, which is great. And I'm doing something a little bit different today. We're going to play with slugs. Now, I've not featured slugs on the YouTube channel before. I have on Instagram and I have on Facebook, but this is a first for YouTube. So specifically today, we're going to be looking at the FX Hybrid Slugs. Now, these are very kindly being sent through to Giles and the guys from Airgun 101. Basically for me to have a play with, see what they find, and just evaluate them, I suppose, and just see what's what. So, obviously Corona has put a bit of a downer on things, should we say, and it has made life a little bit difficult getting out. So this today is going to be initial test on these slugs. Do a bit of target work off shooting sticks rather than bench, because obviously the ranges are all closed at the moment. And we're going to try and catch some pellets. I've got a couple of water bottles down there, so I'm hoping we can capture them to do some expansion. I have been out using these on our sort of shooting ground during lockdown, obviously, as and when restrictions are permitted, shooting obviously within the realm of the law that we have to follow. And so far I have managed to account collectively between two of us over 300 squirrels since the start of the year, and quite a few of them actually in the recent months have been with these bad boys. Nothing gets away, but I'll go into that a little bit later. As you may have seen on my Facebook channel, I have actually recovered a couple of these slugs from some squirrels, and we can see how they expand. So we're going to go in, we'll start with the accuracy test, we'll see what these things can do at maybe 35 yards and 50 yards-ish. We start at those, that seems like a good idea. And I will be running them through my FX Crown. Now, important disclosure. The FX Crown is an FAC rated gun, so I am shooting above sub 12 foot-pounds. So all the tests that you're going to see today are above sub 12 foot-pounds. In the coming months, coming weeks, however this works, I will try and shoot them through sub 12. I don't know how it's going to pan, is the honest answer. There's a lot of surface contact. We'll see. But today we're going to be focusing on those upper tier powers and just see what they do. So anyway, let's get these things on paper, get them loaded up, and let's see what they can do. Okay, so this is a nice straightforward test. This is going to be 10 shots at 30 yards. We just quickly use the rangefinders to find out. As I say, running it through the Crown. Now, important to note, I have not tuned this gun at all for these slugs. This is literally just a plug and play. We're just going to see how they work. Bearing in mind, obviously, we're on sticks as well, so don't expect bench grade kind of millimeter precision shots. This is going to be proper real world shooting as I would be doing it out on the farm, out in the woods, in real life. So let's see what results we can get from them. Now we have it, 10 shots at 50 yards. Now you can tell I've not been shooting for a while. I've got some really bad habits, holding my breath. I've never done that before, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But let's go in, have a look at these groups. Let's say, just bear in mind, windy, tripod, rusty. So let's see what we've done. All right, so 30 yards, pretty much what you would expect from an air gun. Cover it with a 5p piece, job done. 50 yards, this is where things got a little bit interesting. Now, bearing in mind, shooting off sticks, Corona has had me away from the rifle for a while, so I'm rusty, so there's a certain element of James in here. But in theory, slugs should be more stable, obviously with the wind. There's not much turbulence coming out the back of them, obviously with the shape of a Diablo. You got those two convexes behind the head, that creates a turbulent air sector. So they should alleviate some of this anyway, be a little bit more stable. Now what I did notice was pellet drop was virtually non-existent. They flied flat as anything. However, because we've got this gust that's coming across, everything is kind of over on the right. So the results there, I'll put a slightly closer version up there as well, probably about an inch from end to end. As I say, bearing in mind, real world shooting, we're not bench resting, and it's quite windy. So as I say, these are only preliminary tests. We will come back to a range once things return to normal, and we'll explore the accuracy a little bit more. However, perfectly usable group. I know damn well that I can hit things, you know, like when we're out doing the pest control, so I know that they work. So let's see if we can catch one of these things mid-flight. Okay, sacrificial bottle number 1. Well, it's peeing out water. Right, let's go and see if we can find either of those two. Okay, so we didn't manage to catch any, unfortunately, mainly because they're throwing so much power, it's just blown the bottle clean to pieces. So, back to drawing board, take 2, let's find another way. So off camera I had another try with a different bottle. As you can see, we went in, however, there was a screw top there. It's the power that these things put down, it's literally gone straight in and blown the back of the bottle. No cracking, well, say no cracking, there's a decent crack there, but nothing around top, just detached the entire thing. So let's go back to the car, because it's blowing and gusting all over the place here, and we'll just have a quick chat about why I think it's doing what it's doing, and what the next sort of phase of my test is going to be, obviously once everything is back to normal. So let's run back to the car. Right, so we're back in the car, no wind, hopefully. So as you can see, my efforts to actually catch some of these slugs have been pretty much in vain. The first plastic bottle just kind of blew it to pieces, which was cool to see, but not very helpful. The second one that I put lengthways, so we're shooting straight through the bottle, and it went in through the bottom and literally blew the lid, the whole lot just gone. I don't know where it went. I did try looking for it. So we've recovered all the plastic bottles. They're now in the boot. And I think the key here is down to the design of the slug. Now, the slugs themselves have huge cavities going running straight down the middle. I'll put a picture here because I've just taken some apart and you'll be able to see what I mean. And when those rounds are hitting in, they're just expanding. And I did, when we were out the other day, we were doing a bit of pest shooting again on the squirrels. We managed to recover 2 of the slugs, and you'll be able to see, hopefully again from this picture, how they've kind of just punched and just deformed. Now, the interesting thing against what I would call live, or should I say it was a live quarry, is that we didn't get any pass-throughs. The slugs are hitting, they're expanding, and they're not going all the way through. So all of that kind of kinetic that's going towards the squirrels it's not been wasted. If something passes through, obviously that's wasted energy. If it's dumping everything it's got into your target, then happy days. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. So I think the design is where the expansion comes from. I think hitting the water is too much for the plastic and actually blowing it to pieces. So I hope you've kind of taken something away from this. The thing to remember, and I think this is the key bit that a lot of people in the comment section, if they've not made it this far, are probably going to comment, is, oh my god, I can do better than that with my TX200 shooting ants at 1,000 yards. Just bear this in mind. Slugs are a very, very different type of projectile compared to a Diablo pellet, as you would have seen from the groups there, versus the groups that you would see when I shoot pellets. Now, I haven't tuned my crown at all to work with these slugs. I just wanted to see what they did out the box. Mainly because a lot of people either can't tune, don't want to tune, or can't be bothered to tune. So I wanted to do the test today without doing any kind of model or faffing around or anything like that. I just wanted to see how they work. Now, going forward, in my next phase of my test, we will get ballistics gel. I will tune the crown to work with these slugs, and we will get the absolute best that we can out of them, and show you the difference between untuned, tuned, and maybe even the difference between Smooth Twist X, which is what I'm using at the moment, and a slug liner as well. So we can see if the difference, you know, if it's worth making the jump across. So that's going to be my tests coming forward. Just bear in mind, this isn't a full review by any means. This is initial tests, bit of fun. We'll see what they can do. As I say, the expansion on these things is amazing. The accuracy is just all that I need it to be at the moment. Pest-wise, everything I've pointed that gun at with slugs in has not moved more than an inch away from where it was when I saw it. Nothing has got away, and that's been quite incredible. The noise these things make is just phenomenal when they hit the target. Nothing thumps harder than what I've seen these things do, other than going into 22 long rifle territory, which obviously is rimfire, so that's bullets and powder and all that good stuff. So going forward, I will try and get hold of a slug liner, and we'll see how that goes. If you want to get these, as I say, these were sent through from Airgun 101. I believe they're like $13.99 for 100. Expensive, yes. However, they work, and I think they're worth it. If you can't get them from Airgun 101, obviously we now have a new FX distributor. So we've got Sportsman's Gun Centre. Now they're about 20 minutes up the road in that direction. So they're local. They are actually holding stock. So when you see stuff online and you see all these cool new products like the Wildcat Mark III, they're already in stock, which is pretty amazing. So hopefully going forward,
FX will be a lot easier to get in the UK. I'm excited to see how that works out. I'm excited to see how these slugs work out with a little bit of time and effort. And you know what? It's good to be back. It's been a while since I've actually been out filming, so it's nice to be out producing. So anyway, guys, if you've got any questions, any comments, put them below. Remember, this isn't a review. This is just my first tests, just seeing what happens and all the rest of it. There will be more. There'll be loads more. So feel free to subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all of the unsocial medias. And yeah, we will see you during the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching.